Welcome, everybody, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the iOS Dirt Domination Series presented by the iRacing Oval Series. Tonight, these 358 modifieds will be taking on Limaland Motorsports Park. There's always some awesome racing here at Limaland. It's been pretty fun to watch what's been going on in practice. And right now in practice, top of the board is Eric Burkholter with a 13.04. 200ths off him is Donnie Bartlett. Both of those modifieds are looking pretty fast so far. And then third place is Josh Hall, 13.10. He's looking pretty fast, pretty stout here in practice. Now there is no sponsor for tonight's event, but I do want to take the time to advertise the iRacing Oval Series and all of their leagues. It's a great community, great group of guys, always fun racing. I've announced and raced in their leagues for quite a while now, and it's a great community. And they're always looking for new members, so if you're interested in joining the iRacing Oval Series crew, make sure to check them out on Facebook at iRacing Oval Series. I put the link to their Facebook page in the description. Oh, Josh Hall gets a little bit loose there. Pulls back into the pits. There's Eric Burkholter heading out on track. He's looked stout all practice in that 71 machine. And remember, these guys are running 13-second lap times. They're flying around this track. As Limaland is a pretty short track, let's take a look at our race info. Only 0.27 miles long. We're in Lima. It's a clay oval. And right now, air temperature 74 degrees, 32% humidity. Clear skies with 4 miles per hour wind speeds. Track temperature is 1 degree cooler at 73. Also, I want to take the time to talk about our results from last week at the dirt track at Charlotte. We're starting in the second spot. John taking the lead early and leading the rest of the race. Tyler Kinsey had an overall dominant performance at the dirt track at Charlotte, getting his 5th win on the season. Eric Burkholter 2nd, DC Smith 3rd, Will Witt 4th, and John Bartlett 5th. And a look at the point standings. Got Will Witt on the top of the point standings with 1 win, 346 points. But I think after this race, we might see a new points leader, as Will Witt is not in the session. I've heard that he's currently sick at the moment, not feeling too well. So that's why he's not here. Second in points is Mikkel Lofson, 339 points, not too far off Will. Third in points is Donnie Bartlett, 0 wins, 333 points, only 6 points off Mikkel Lofson. He could potentially take the new point standings lead if he has a good performance, and Mick doesn't. DC Smith, 4th in points, he's got 1 win, 332 points, and then after that, there's a huge gap between 4th and 5th. Josh Hall is 5th in points. And then even though he has 5 wins, 6th in points is Tyler Kinsey. So he's missed a lot of races because work does not cooperate exactly with the schedule of the iOS Dirt Domination Series. So he's here every other week. So he's going to be missing this week, and he'll be back next week, hopefully. And here we go. We are gridding for our one and only heat race. Let's take a look at our starting lineup for the heat race. Starting on the pole, we got the 19 of Brandon White. Second is going to be practice leader Eric Burkholter. Third is going to be Mikkel Lofson. Outside of him, it's going to be Donnie Bartlett. And then rounding out your top 5, we got Renegade Ryan Gregoric. Starting 6th, it's going to be Josh Hall. And then last but not least, it's none other than DC Smith. So here we go. Modifieds on the grid, getting ready to go. We'll start off by doing a formation lap. 2 of them. and then we'll head green. There you see some of the fans. Virtual fans, they move around a little bit. They're in weird poses. I'm not sure if I really like those virtual fans. They're in very, very weird poses, and they're just kind of sitting there. That's what they do, though. So, these drivers are going to get some warm-ups. Warm up the tires. And then we'll be ready to go green flag racing for our heat race. Now this time by, we're going to see the pace truck pull in. And then we'll be green flag racing here for our heat race. Again, Brandon White starting on the pole. Second is Eric Burkhalter. Let's see what happens. Pace truck pulls in. Green flag is out here for heat race number 1. Getting a good start is Eric Burkhalter. He gets side by side with Brandon White, running that high line. Brandon White staying on the bottom. Flying right by him and leading the first lap is Eric Burkhalter, making it work on the high side. And he's able to get clear of the 19. Oh, contact! Brandon White, Mikkel Lofsing goes straight into the wall. This is the heat race, so no cautions will come out, but boy, oh boy, that was a large wreck right there. Let's take a look at what happened. Even though we stay green, just Mikkel Lofsing got a little bit too good of a run there into turn 1. Hit the 19 of Brandon White. And went right up in front of Josh Hall, and Josh had nowheres to go. The 75 hits the wall, and he stays up there. I mean, not too much damage, but still lost a lot of track position. Got 4 laps to go, and Donnie Bartlett's trying to get up there to Eric Burkhalter for the heat race win. This is the winner of this race will start on the pole. Donnie looks low, trying to make something work here. Gets to about the rear quarter panel of the 71. 1 and 2 is how we were during practice, so we know these two can show some speed. Final lap. Can Eric Burkhalter hold off Donnie Bartlett for the heat race win? He does. Eric Burkhalter is your Iowa Dirt Domination heat race winner here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Donnie Bartlett gets second. DC Smith third. Josh Hall fourth. Mick Olofsson gets fifth for the heat race. Sixth is Brandon White. And seventh is Ryan Gregorek. We're going to take another 3-minute practice just to help these drivers get a little bit more acclimated with Limaland. And we'll also see who's going to be the fastest. Thank you, John Bartlett, for liking the stream. Hopefully you are enjoying it so far. Heat race was pretty competitive. As we saw John Bartlett's brother Donnie chasing Eric Burkhalter for the heat race win. He couldn't quite get up there to him. Brandon White jumps to the top of the board first with a 18.50. He was the first to complete a time, though. So I don't know if that necessarily means he's going to be the fastest for long, and he's not. Oh, nope. He beats his best time, 13.86. Mikkel Lofsson. Oh, Eric Burkhalter jumps to the top of the board, 13.15. Not a bad time for the 71. Brandon White gets his best time, 13.34. He's second on the board. Mikkel Lofsson third on the board with a 13.34. Mick passes Brandon White with a 13.18. He's only 300ths off Eric Burkhalter. Mikkel Lofsson showing some speed. Watch out for him in the future. like we're gonna most likely stay the same here for the rest of the practice, unless 19 of Brandon White gets a little bit loose and drives right through pit road. Luckily that wasn't during the race, or that would have caused some carnage. Of course, with Josh Hall in his pit stall, he's currently invisible. So only one car out on track. Mick Olofsson trying to get up there to Eric Burkholder. He's 300ths off Eric's fastest time. But right now, Mick Olofsson is running about 3/10 slower than his fastest time. So I don't know if he's going to be able to beat it. And practice has completed. We're getting ready for the feature here at Lima Land. Tell us in the comments who you're pulling for. Got 7 drivers. And we're going to go over how we're going to be starting here in the feature. Go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. Oh, nope, that's race info. There we go. That's the grid. Eric Burkholder, he wins the heat race. He's going to be starting on the pole. Donnie Bartlett, second place. He was trying to catch him there in the heat race, but he ended up settling in second. DC Smith, third. Outside of him is the 81 of Josh Hall. And then rounding out your top 5, it's Mick Olofsson. Sixth place is going to be Brandon White. And then last but not least, it's Renegade Ryan Gregoric. And they're off, getting ready for our pace laps here. Should be a fun one. 45 laps. And trust me, these laps are going to tick off fast, as again, Lima Land is only 0.27 miles long. Very, very short track. These drivers are putting 13-second lap times on the board. But here we go. We're waiting for that pace truck to pull in. He does. Here we go. Eric Burkholder, Donnie Bartlett, your front row. Green flag is out here, and Donnie Bartlett gets a great start, but Eric Burkholder able to beat him to the line. That almost was a passing the leader before the start-finish line penalty there on Donnie Bartlett. I think Eric Burkholder ended up crossing the line first, but still, DC Smith moves his way into second. And we're side by side for third. Donnie Bartlett, 75 and 29 make contact. Drives it hard into turn 4, trying to get by the 29. He couldn't quite get that third spot. Again, they make contact. The 75 and Ryan Gregoric get into it. And the 75's around. Josh Hall makes contact. Brandon White makes contact, and the caution is out. Big wreck. We'll take a look at the wreckage replay to see exactly what happened to those who were involved in that one. So we know the 10 of Ryan Gregoric drives it hard into the corner, makes contact with the 75. He almost gets under that modified. They trade paint. They keep bumping each other. 29's going to move the 75 up the track. And eventually, all this beating and banging is just going to make the 75 go sideways. And Josh Hall, who was right behind them, he had nowhere to go. And when he makes contact, that's going to force the 81 to move down and right in to Brandon White. So a big caution, a lot of good drivers involved in that one. We are now doing some pace laps here. Eric Burkholder was the leader when the caution flag came out, but watch out for DC Smith in that 77. He's looking pretty fast. And we're about to go back green here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out. Getting a good restart, Eric Burkholder. We got the Donnie Bartlett trying to come on the bottom, trying to get by DC Smith for second. And oh, DC drives it hard into the turn. Trying to get by Eric Burkholder, can't quite get there. He gets to about, oh, and caution's out Brandon White. He was involved, now this is his second caution that Brandon White's been involved in. Rough night for the 19. Take a look at what happened. He's going to move up the track, battling with the 81 of Josh Hall. Josh Hall about to his rear quarter panel as we enter 1 and 2. Oh, excuse me, that was 3 and 4, and the 19 slides way up the track, right in to the front straightaway wall. Wow, Josh Hall able to barely avoid it. Mikkel Lofson plows into the 19. So only a 2-car incident there. But that's the second time that both Mikkel Lofson and Brandon White getting involved in a wreck, and we're about to go back green here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back out. 71 gets a good restart, but the 77 of DC Smith is there right on the tail of Eric Burkholder. Ryan Gregorik's also up there as well. He's trying to get up there to DC. DC got to about the rear quarter panel of Eric Burkholder. He's chasing him. Oh, 29 of Donnie Bartlett we see get a little bit loose. We're 3 wide between Brandon White, Josh Hall, and Donnie Bartlett. That's a dangerous situation right there. And here's DC Smith looking below Eric Burkholder for the lead. Drives it hard into 1 and 2. He's got the nose as we enter the back straightaway. And he gets clear of Eric Burkholder. So a new leader, DC Smith. Eric Burkholder falls to second, but I don't think we've seen the end of the 71. As the track changes, we might see the 71 get back up there to the lead. Right now he's just trying to set up the pass, and he's got Ryan Gregorik right on his tail right now. Got the 77 just trying to set up a pass. Eric Burkholder. 19 drives it hard into the turn, trying to get under that 71 machine. Let's see. It's pretty much the closest battle on the track at the moment. Oh, Gregorik drives it hard into the corner. Trying to get up there to Eric Burkholder. Man. You see Donnie Bartlett looking low under Mikkel Lofson for the 4th spot. Donnie Bartlett gets a good run, and he gets clear of Mick. So there's that battle for 4th. Let's see if Donnie can get up there to Ryan Gregorik. Do have a close battle between Josh Hall and Brandon White. Oh, Josh Hall drives a little bit too hard into the corner. That's going to allow the 19 to get below him, and we have a car on pit road. Mick Olafsson looks like he might have had a little bit of a crash. Something happened to the 75. He had to tow. Ouch. Gets into the wall. Let's take a look at what happened to Mick. He's chasing Donnie Bartlett. Ooh, just gets into the back straightaway wall. 75 just spins around. Gets right by the gate. And 75 gets on his side, and that's when he tows back to pit road. Mick has had a rough night so far here at Lima Land. If we look back, we still got the battle going on for first. Eric Burkholder continuing to chase that 77 as we are currently hitting 20 laps to go here at Lima Land. Not a lot of time left for Eric Burkholder to try to make a move here. And the field is getting pretty much spread out right now. Looks like DC Smith might be catching lap traffic. That's the 81 of Josh Hall. He'll be starting to catch. I'm sure he'll keep it high and allow. Oh, Josh Hall, it's loose right in front of the leaders. That was a close one. Let's take a look at what happened to the 81. Goodness, that was scary. Had to have been scary for DC Smith. Let's take a look at what happened. Just gets a little bit loose in 3 and 4. And luckily, he gets to the bottom of the track just in time to avoid getting in the way of the leaders. We got DC Smith now catching Brandon White. He goes low onto pit road. Something happened to Brandon White there. Check out what happened to him. Just gets a little bit loose on the front straightaway, and that sends him right down to pit road. He's going to hit the light pole. No, he barely misses. I thought he was going to hit the light pole. Keeps it clean, however. And cautions out. Big wreck looks like. We'll go ahead and get a wreckage replay for what happened. It looks like it had something to do with Brandon White. Nightmare night continuing to go on for Brandon. Not having the night. Oh, he hits one of those turtles on the bottom of the track. But that didn't seem to be what caused the wreck. Looks like he might be slowing down a little bit to the bottom of the track. And then I don't know what's going to happen. I am not sure what happened with that caution. And my screen froze. Hold up. Let me get this fixed very quickly. There we go. By the way, Brandon White has manually disconnected not having the night he wanted, but back live to the action on track. Less than 10 laps to go, and Eric Burkholder is a second behind DC Smith. He's got, oh, Ryan Gregoric hits one of the turtles. That's going to launch him, almost hitting Eric Burkholder. Got Donnie Bartlett looking low, trying to get third place. Mick Olafson, a lap car, is trying to get by Donnie Bartlett. He's fast despite being not on the lead lap. Ryan Gregoric, Donnie Bartlett. Closest battle on track at the moment. Donnie's looking low. Can't quite get there. Ooh. He's getting about to his rear quarter panel, and then he's fading back a little bit. 10 running that low line, trying to block the 29. Donnie Bartlett just trying somewhere to go. Again, gets about to his rear quarter panel. This is a battle to get a podium finish right here. And a chance to get an interview. Final lap for DC Smith. Oh! Contact is made. Donnie Bartlett gets in a little incident right there. And DC Smith is going to take the victory. Donnie Bartlett gets in a little bit of a wreck right there. Let's take a look at what happened between him and Ryan Gregoric. Man, he was just competing for the lead. I don't know if the 10 slowed down or the 29 got a little bit too good of a run there in the corner, but he makes contact right into the back of Ryan Gregoric. But still, despite all that going on, DC Smith takes the win. And I believe he also won in the Dirt Cars League. So I think he just got 2 in a row in both Dirty Thursdays leagues, which is an accomplishment that's only happened one other time with Will Witt. I'll have to confirm that in the interview, but we're waiting for the top 3 to get into the waiting room. Yeah, Eric Burkholder. All right, let's start off by pulling in Ryan Gregoric into the waiting room. Hey, Ryan, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hold on. Hey, Ryan, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Like Ryan's mic is muted. We'll put him back in the waiting room for now. Let's try to check out second place, Eric Burkholder. Hey Eric, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, bud.
Awesome. Well, you started the race on the pole, led some of the early laps, and then DC Smith took the lead away from you, and then there was no catching them. We saw some attempts to try to take second place, but you were the second fastest driver out there, and you ended up finishing the race here in second place. But, I mean, from your perspective, what happened here at Limaland?
Yeah, I wasn't very fast when the track was really tacky. And I wasn't really fast when it was completely slicked off. But there in the middle, I was pretty quick. I hit one of those ruts or something that disrupted the car, and DC made a good clean pass on me and took the lead, and it was over with after that.
Now, I gotta ask, throughout this race, how did the track change?
It slicked over pretty quick. Fast. It was fast up top, obviously. Hard to pass unless you try to slide job or something.
Oh, looks like we just got a message attached saying Todd Shajat says, "Good job, Eric."
Yeah, that's one of my Dirt Affliction guys.
Awesome. Well, Besides Dirt Affliction, is there any other sponsors, shout-outs, family members you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, Trevor Burge with Burge Racing Graphics. Cheapest on iRacing and does excellent work. Dirt Affliction, obviously. Definitely the family for letting me do it. Y'all guys for putting it on.
Man, we have fun doing it. It was cool to see you put on a good show tonight. And congratulations on second place, and hopefully we'll see another good performance next week. Have a great rest of your night.
Dude.
Let's go ahead and try Ryan Gregoric again for the third place interview. Hey Ryan, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hey Ryan, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Alright. Let's go ahead and move on now to our first place interview, DC Smith. Hey DC, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. When you started the race in third place, you made your way to second pretty quickly, and then after that, it was trying to make a pass on Eric Burkholter. You made the pass, and after that, there was no looking back. You ended up finishing the race with a 1 second lead over Eric Burkholter. Overall dominance for performance for you, and I believe you actually won 2 in a row in both the dirt cars and iOS Dirt Domination. But I mean, with all that together, what's your point of view here of what happened at Lima Land?
Just tried to stay smooth on the bottom and stay underneath Eric. I think I was a little bit faster than him down there as long as I kept it smooth. And once I got clear of him, it was just kind of hammered down, and you kind of get to run a little harder with these cars than the late models. And after the restart, as a caution, I just tried to get a good jump and hit my marks.
Now, if I'm correct, you won in dirt cars, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So it looks like you got 2 in a row in both Dirty Thursdays leagues. That's only the second time it's happened here in Intensity Broadcasting. How does it feel?
Good night when I get to talk to you at the end of it.
For sure, and you did in 2 different cars, Pro Late Models and 358 Modifieds, but you looked good in both races, and especially in this race, again, taking the lead early, and then after that, you just dominated it. But I mean, is there any shout-out sponsors, family members you want to thank before we let you go?
My wife and daughter give me the time to be on here, and Donnie and Johnny Bartlett, we turn our laps practicing, and it definitely pays off in the end. And definitely appreciate you guys doing the broadcasting.
It was fun to watch. You put on a great show tonight, and hopefully we'll see another good performance next week. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, you too. Take care.
That is going to conclude it here for the broadcast of the iOS Dirt Domination Series. Overall, great race. As again, we did have some other people in the chat congratulating their drivers. John Bartlett said, awesome job. DC Smith and Derek Bowen says, good job, Eric. Both of those drivers put on good shows, and everybody else who participated also did a good job. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch the broadcast here on Intensity Broadcasting. As always, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. And we are on the road to 2,000 followers on Facebook and 1,000 on Twitch and YouTube, so make sure to drop a follow. Check us out on Twitter, IntensityBroad1. Got a poll up there that you can answer, and we're on the road to 50 followers on there. And also, if you haven't already, if you have Roku TV or Fire TV, make sure to download the iRacing TV app on there, as on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Intensity Broadcasting streams their broadcasts on the platform along with other awesome broadcasting companies like the Rebels Racing Network. So you can watch Intensity Broadcasting on the big screen if you download the iRacing TV app on Roku TV or Fire TV. I'm Atlee Atman-Weiss on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Over and out.